This is the Kyosho Giga Crusher DF, or dual force, meaning twin engine, 1/8 scale monster truck, hyper monster truck. This kit was produced in 2004 by Kyosho, and it only came in kit form with the twin engines. A few years later, they made a ready-to-run SF, or single force, with a single engine, but the dual engine only came as a kit. And I believe it was only produced in 2004 and 2005. It was expensive in 2004, and because RTRs had already become mainstream, I don't think they sold a whole lot, because people didn't want to build. They just wanted to pull it out of the box and run. This beast has got two 26 engines, dual tuned pipes with resonators, 3-speed automatic transmission, forward and reverse gearbox, 2 oil-filled shock absorbers per wheel. It's an all-aluminum chassis, front to rear, but it has composite lower side frames, composite suspension arms. It has dual fuel tanks, and this is actually where the engines get the air to run. Maybe even has a ram air effect once this thing is moving. But the air comes in here, goes down to a central air filter, and then is divided into each engine. Engines are pull start, Kyosho GS26, slide carburetor. This is the radio receiver box, and over here is the battery box. These tune pipes are connected up here. I painted the housing here and polished the rear section. The forward, this box here, it's covering them up in the assembled state, but the 3-speed transmission is in here, and each engine, of course, has got 3 gears. The forward and reverse gearbox is right here, and the brake assembly is below this, the disc brake. And it's got a built-in roll bar system, also composite. And this thing is just really awesome. The linkage, the servos are mounted back here, and it has a rod that runs up here to a bell crank, and that comes up here to this bell crank, and then this works the throttles, 1 rod to each carburetor. And it's just an amazing kit. It was a lot of fun to build. I just love building, and this was just a lot of fun to build. A lot of parts, Of course, it has differentials, and it weighs a good amount. I don't know, I'm guessing maybe 20 pounds. And yeah, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful truck. It's just really, really nice. In 2005, on the internet, I found a gentleman in Holland that was building one of these, and he was doing a blog, posting the build-up that he was doing and posting photos. And so I followed that for a long time, because I was interested, and he was doing a good job, and it was just kind of fun to watch. But he created for these really, really nice skid plates. So I emailed him and asked him, well, first of all, I told him that I really enjoyed his page, and I asked him, and I said, your skid plates are really, really nice. Would you be, would you be willing to make another set of skid plates that I could purchase? And he responded, and he said, well, I tell you what, why don't I just send you these? I'm like, what? He sent me those skid plates, and here they are. Check those out. I mean, he had to bend them to shape, make the brackets to mount them, and he did a really, nice, super job. And so yeah, I have his skid plates. His name on the internet, his handle was Friesland Skipper, and his real name was Helmut Berghaus. And I bought this kit in 2004, but I only just built it in April 2022. So I went looking for him because I wanted to make contact again and inform him that I had finally got around to building mine and put his skid plates on it, and I wanted to show him some pictures. But unfortunately, it seems that he has passed away. I did find an obituary from in the late 2000s, and so he's no longer with us, but maybe, maybe he's looking down from above and nodding his approval. I hope so. So this monster truck is highly desirable today by collectors. You rarely see them for sale, especially if they're new, or even more especially if they're new in box kits. And I've seen them going for like over $2,000, at least asking prices for these kits. So this is really, really nice. I will run it. I won't bash it, but I will run it. But mostly it's going to be a shelfer. So I painted the body and left the back end clear so that I could show off my Did this thing shut off? I can't tell. And so I could show off my exhaust. So anyway, I hope you like it. And that's all for now.